Hey everybody, this is your girl Neat, coming to you tonight with part 6 of Y'all Ain't Gonna Believe What Happened to Russell. So, I've had a busy day today, so I'm just gonna go ahead and get started, but you know I got my snacks. Well, nachos, got a little snack going on. I ain't gonna smack in your ear tonight, but you know I gotta have your snacks. You gotta have your snacks and your warm and fuzzy when you sit down and read a little book. So, like I said, sit back and get ready because it's getting ready to get interesting, you guys. So here we go. Well, the family had the Thanksgiving gathering as scheduled, but the talk of hold on, y'all, this is a lie. I should have not been trying to eat no nacho and trying to be grown. When you get old, there's some things you just can't do. Multitasking, reading, and chewing is not one of them. So we're going to start all over because we're keeping this thing real. Here we go. Well, the family had the Thanksgiving gathering as scheduled, but the talk of what happened to Uncle Junior and Aunt Thea was all that could be heard, and there were variations of the story being told as well. Gotta love your family. It had been days, and there had been no word from anyone on the whereabouts of a found Pembroke Welsh corgi, nor any signs of the vehicle. Until one afternoon, when Charles, Michael, and Cousin Stanley were at Uncle Junior and Aunt Thea's house. And it happened. Hold on. Now, as the story was told, the doorbell rang, and of course, Uncle Junior was watching what? Walker, Texas Ranger. And I heard he almost didn't get up to get it. Because you know by now, he was on what? A wannabe cowboy. He wasn't going to move. You know he's watching the story. Anywho, the doorbell rang again along with a knock. Uncle Junior was pissed by now and started in with his favorite saying. Here you go. I can't believe all y'all trifling grown folks sitting up in my house, hear the dang on doorbell ringing, and somebody about to knock my doggone door down, and y'all just sitting here acting like y'all ain't heard nothing. Michael said at that point he wanted to reply, point taken. Your damn house, and that's why I ain't answering your damn door. Now, Michael actually knew better than to actually say that out loud because, you know, Uncle Junior himself would have caught a case that night, 20 to life easy. Because he dared anyone to say anything smart to him or about him in his house. He didn't play that. Now, if what's about to be told to you next is a lie, well then, Michael told it, because here's how he said it went. Here's how the story goes. Uncle Junior was headed to the door, cussing and fussing the whole way, and he kept saying, "Who is it?" And nobody said a word. That was really getting him mad. Uncle Junior grabbed his metal bat that he kept by the door, and he swung the door open, and nobody was standing there. He almost closed the door until he looked down, and they say you almost thought the folk from the lottery commission were at the door. Uncle Junior started hooping and hollering and acting a straight fool, y'all. Russell was at the door. Now, whoever stole Aunt Thea and Uncle Junior's truck had obviously seen or heard about the heartfelt Thanksgiving story that aired on the local news, you see. I guess they'll feel sorry for old Uncle Junior, but not enough to return the truck. Just Russell. But how they returned your boy Russell was just messed up. Now think back. Hold on now. Think back to what Russell was wearing when he was abducted. Russell was last seen wearing an olive green sweater and matching corduroy boots. But that's not how they brought your boy back. They tell me Russell was looking a hot mess. Russell was known for being sharp every day. He stayed cleaner than the Board of Health. I hear when Uncle Junior bent down to pick him up, Russell snapped at him and slowly walked past Uncle Junior and into the house. Russell must have been pissed off and embarrassed because he was dressed a bit ghetto fabulous, and he wasn't wearing what he had on when he left the house the day that he and Aunt Thea went to the grocery store. Silence was just golden as Russell proceeded through the door and across the room. I know those fools that took Russell were probably down the street or around the corner cracking up laughing, knowing what was going through the minds of the folk inside the house. They just straight punked your boy Russell, just punked him out. He was cleaning the boy to health, and casket ready when he left. But I'm laughing because let me tell you something. Let me say that again now. Now, when your boy left, he was cleaner than the boy to hell and casket ready. But when he walked in the house, I'm going to tell you what they said he had on. He had a purple and white bandana tied around his head and red and white bandana tied around his neck. And they said like he was wearing one of those white onesies that babies wear. And on the back of it said, "That's just my baby daddy." Hold on. Now wait a minute. And they replaced his 4 olive green corduroy boots with what? Let me show y'all. Kind of like what Russell looked like. They replaced his boots with 4 plastic sandwich bags. Just totally punked him out. Look at Look at Russell. This is the best I can do. Look. He mad. Look at him. Look, they took your boy boots off. Scarf on. Ooh, and some little sandwich bags. That's what they told me. I'm laughing. Poor Russell. Let me stop. I heard he was not a happy camper. Story goes on to say that he walked his little self past everybody and just stood in the middle of the floor like he paid the mortgage. No one said a word at first, probably due to the shock of him being there, or perhaps it was just the way Russell was dressed, or just a combination of the two. Nevertheless, it was quiet for a spell until Uncle Junior caught his breath and walked towards his best friend in the world, Russell Montrose Jackson. That was his name, y'all. What happened next was startling, but no one was as shocked as Uncle Junior because Russell snarled at him again. And he didn't want to have anything to do with him. "Maybe he's hungry and cold, Daddy," said Cousin Stanley. Uncle Junior and Aunt Thea, that was their other son. "Yeah, maybe so. Go on in the kitchen and make him something to eat," said Uncle Junior. "Make him something to eat?" screeched Charles. "You mean look on the back porch underneath the kitchen cabinet for a bag of dog food, right, Daddy?" Asked Charles. "No, I meant what I said. He don't eat no dog food. He eat what I eat. I fix his food." Here go Aunt Thea. "He eat dog food when he here with me." But she thought that silently to herself as she stood in the kitchen door, her arms folded across her breast in disgust. Here go Uncle Junior. "I got some recipes down at the groomer's, and I cooks his food for him," yelled Uncle Junior. "Well, Daddy, I guess you might want to get in the kitchen and get to cooking on one of the recipes, huh?" asked Charles. If looks could kill, Uncle Junior was not in the mood for no foolishness or smart talk when it came to Russell. "Well, Russell," oh Lord, his boot didn't fell off. Say good night to the good folks, Russell, because that's all we got for the night. That's day 2. The story ain't over. We got to get to part 7 and so on and so on. And stop asking me how many parts it is that I get to the end of the story. But I just wanted to bring Russell so he could tell y'all good night. He lost one of his boots, one of his sandwich bags. But hey, y'all say goodnight to Russell. And y'all stay tuned for further episodes of Y'all Ain't Gonna Believe What Happened to Russell. Russell, can I borrow this car for a minute? You want to say goodnight to the folks, Russell? Y'all know something wrong with me. I need some couch time. Good night.